music live. It's your music live.
Yes, ding indeed. It is time for your Music Live Extra edition here on Studio Live today, brought to you by our wonderful friends at DistroKid. Yeah, if you're wondering why we're here at this particular time on this particular day, this isn't the usual time. Your Music Live is a weekly live music show that happens for 2 hours, and we have 2 hours of the best independent music, and we do it every week. But this is an extra one. This is an extra edition of Your Music Live, and I've particularly positioned this at a time that's going to be better for our European and UK folks. So you'll actually get to tune in live. And when I say live, look, we're live to tape. So live to tape, what am I talking about? Well, I'm recording this a couple of days in advance, and I'm actually doing it live to my wonderful patrons. So if you'd like to also get these additional shows live, you can become a patron at studiolivetoday.com/Patreon. Shall we crack in to some cool music here? I think so. And we're going to open up with a fantastic creator. This is someone who is kicking goals and taking names and doing all those things. And it is P.A. Pronounce It Alternative with a track called Shadow Symphony on YML Extra Edition.
All these bad habits down. Don't let it pass over me. Cruel. All these bad habits down. Don't let it pass over me. Past is what is making me weak. Past is what makes me feel so down. I'm too weak to ignore. Fight to let it fall down from me. To let it fall down from me. I can't deny that you were everything to me. Everything I felt was a part of destiny. I'm sinking in the deep black clouds inside of me, inside of my head, and call it symphony. And call it symphony. Can't let go of the dark image, even when it frames me. Can't let go of the dark image, even when it frames me. All these things you done so easily hurt me, but never broke me. I'm too strong to give a shit about the broken dreams of trust inside of me. Cruel.
One and only P.A. Pronounce It Alternative, kicking things off and waking us all up here for YML Extra here on Studio Live today. And we are brought to you today and every time we do this show by the wonderful folks at DistroKid. Yeah, if you want to release your music to Spotify, to Apple Music, to iTunes, does iTunes still exist? I never know. Amazon, Deezer, Tidal, all the places, you can do it all at DistroKid, and you can use that link right there at distrokid.com/VIP/PeteJohns or down in the description, and that will give you all the information you need to get crack-a-lackin' with DistroKid. So we thank DistroKid for their sponsorship of Your Music Live. Speaking of Your Music Live, we've got more music live now, or live-ish. The Sonic Dream Believers have a track. They say, Show a Sign is another one laying around from the 80s. I wrote a verse and chorus and gave it to my friend who likes to write lyrics as a hobby to see what he could come up with. The result was this song. Recorded the vocals and backing track around 2014 on a Zoom MRS8. Recently cleaned it up in Cakewalk and put it out for release. Indulging for a minute and a half would pick up a bridge. Thanks, Pete. Yes, the Sonic Dream Believers know that on this show we play 1 to 2 minutes of each track, so we'll try and take it to the bridge on this particular one. It is a cracking track. It is called Show a Sign. Sonic Dream Believers on Your Music Live.
Show a sign and you can feel it. Say the words and you can seal it. The things you do reveal a lot to me. You had your chance, you didn't choose it. You shouldn't wait, you're bound to lose it. You want good
stuff there. A catchy ditty there. I love the lead guitar parts on that. I'm a terrible lead guitar player, a terrible lead guitar arranger. So when I hear a song like that that has a cool lead guitar arrangement over the top that complements the melody line, really cool. Yeah, really catchy tune. Sonic Dream Believers to keep things kicking along here on Your Music Live. I hope you're all doing well. If you're here watching live on the premiere, say g'day. Say hello. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And if you have a song that you want to submit to a future show, link down in the description, as well as a link to our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. We'll be hearing a little bit about DistroKid in just a few moments. We also normally do, when we're live, we normally do our Play My Fire Beat segment. Won't be doing that today for obvious reasons because we're live to tape here. But do tune in to the weekly live show, because even if you have not submitted a song, you get a chance every week to have one of your songs played. And we do that twice every week. So you want to tune in for the whole 2 hours every week. An artist that has taken this community by storm and is kicking goals as well is an artist by the name of TJ Zindal, who says, "Hey Pete, love your show. This song is from my latest album about trying to find balance." And it is indeed about balancing, and it is called Balancing the Chemicals. Let's jump over to the cloud of sounds and give this one a spin. TJ Zindal on YML Extra.
I was down, so I took something to lift me up. Now I'm up, and I need something to bring me down. Feeling wild-eyed and scattered like a canvas that's splattered with a paint that I don't recognize. By an artist I think I despise. I couldn't sleep, so I wired myself to the city lights. Now I'm 4 drinks deep, with the chasm widening every night. I've been speeding down highways, sleeping in driveways, and I can't recall much of the scene. I had neither the ways or the means. We're balancing the chemicals. We are balancing the chemicals. I hit my peak, then I crashed back down to earth again. A wasted week turns to month, turns to year, and then back again. Feeling used and complacent, rooftops to basement, some nights can't be untied, like an impulse I've always denied. We are balancing, we're balancing the chemicals. We are balancing, we're balancing the chemicals. Upside down and bouncing.
Fantastic tune there from TJ Zindal, Balancing the Chemicals. How is TJ Zindal not just on all the radio all the time? Really makes some great radio-friendly rockin' poppin' hits. Amazing vocals, really well produced, really well mixed and mastered. Just great stuff. TJ Zindal came out of nowhere and now is doing great things there. So thank you for your contribution to Your Music Live and Your Music Live Extra Edition. We got some extra tunes coming up now. In fact, we got one from The Secret Legacy. We're going to stay over on the cloud of sounds. This is our mate Con here in Australia. He said, written and recorded June 2022. It does sound like English artists have been told Floyd, Beatles, and even the chorus a bit Ozzy Osbourne. The idea was in my head for a long time, and the first original done on GarageBand. Tried a different vocal style, and that's from Con H, aka The Secret Legacy. Let's take a listen to this one, shall we? This is Start Over Again, The Secret Legacy, Your Music Live Extra.
Another night, I lie awake. Many thoughts, decisions that I have to make. And soon it spills like like an overflowing cup. I guess I'll deal with it when I wake up. Take a stand for those who must defend. It's just a game that never ends. So start over And in my world, society deal with all.
Very cool stuff there from The Secret Legacy. I like the use of the GarageBand instruments in there, and I like some of those chord changes where it leaned over. See, this is my theory. The chord kind of leaned into it. It didn't go directly. It had a little bit of anyway. But yeah, good use. I like the strings in there. Vocals sounded really good, and Con, if you're just getting into producing music again here in 2022, I know you played with a band back in the 90s, and it was very different back then. So that's some great stuff. Keep at it, my friend. Keep creating. Keep doing your thing. Speaking of doing your thing, I'm bad at segues. The Black Rake is our next artist on the block here, and they say this one is presented in memory of Evie Cordwell, who taught me much about music and perhaps more importantly, helped keep me alive through a rough adolescence. Please play the 2 minutes between 27 seconds and 2:27. That's very specific, and I'm going to honor it by doing exactly that. So let's cue this one up to 27 seconds, and we'll listen to a couple of minutes of this one. This is the Black Rake and Concerto in C minor on Your Music Live Extra. Anyone else want to go and roast some marshmallows on the fire there? Very cool stuff there. I knew the atmosphere was building, and I'm like, this is going to kick in at any moment now. And then it cuck in. it kicked in. It started in earnest, but very good stuff, and a fitting tribute there because sounding really, really cool there from the Black Rake. We'll grab one more tune and then we are going to chat a little bit about DistroKid, our wonderful sponsors who've been on board with Your Music Live and YML Extra for over a year now. And if you want to release your music, I suggest DistroKid. They make it super simple, and we'll show you a couple of their cool features of DistroKid in just a moment. But before that, let's grab this one. This is Alex Simmons, who says, written on GarageBand with some guitar solos imported via Audacity. There you go. Our first Audacity mention for a few months. Instrumental, no lyrics, but tenuously inspired by Oliver Stone's Wall Street. There you go. Greed is good. Gordon Gekko. That's all the references I got. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is called Making Plans here on Your Music Live Extra Edition. Kind of the Wall Street. I almost hear like almost a Hill Street Blues kind of vibe as well. Did anyone remember that show from like the 80s? Yeah, definitely. Or Miami Vice even. Definitely an 80s movie TV theme kind of going on there. I liked it. Liked the beat. Liked the piano. Yeah, I thought that came together nicely. Does it need vocals? I don't know. What vocals could it be? The piano's kind of doing the melody line there. I don't know if it needs vocals. I think it sounded cool. Very nice stuff there from our friend Alex Simmons. So this show and all of the versions of Your Music Live are brought to you by our wonderful friends over at DistroKid. Now, if you want to release your music, you can sign up to DistroKid. You can use the link up there or down in the description. And the cool thing about DistroKid is it's one yearly fee and you can release an unlimited amount of music, an unlimited amount of singles, EPs and albums. And a bit of a pro tip is you can actually release a single and then combine it into an album. So the album I did here in 2018, Selfish Aware, it's an 11-track album, but it has songs like For the Birds, Your Opinion, Drinking With You, There's No Such Thing as College, Anxiety. So it gives you the opportunity. You can either release an album and then release singles from the album, or release singles and then compile them together in an album. It just gives you a second bite of the cherry, because why not? Why not have a couple of different ways for folks to engage with your music? Now, down the bottom here, there's some cool things. You've got your splits here. So this is a split that I have with Jade Starr and our cover of the Ben Folds song Smoke. And right down here, these are like some of the best features, some of the coolest things that you get here. And today I want to look at this one, promo cards, because when you release when you release a song or an EP or an album, getting it out there is super important. So using something like a promo card makes it super simple. So all you need to do is come in here, choose a release. So let's grab my song called Time McFlies by my artist name, Righty Doki, and we generate promo cards. And this goes away and it puts your album art and your information in a bunch of different formats. And the cool thing about these formats, you can see they've all got different kind of layouts and different things. You can use a record or the CD or the cassette. Many of them work both in landscape, in sort of portrait mode, as well as in a square format. So for instance, if we came down here and we went, what's funky for this? I kind of like this one. This looks like a good kind of thing for an 80s style tune. All you need to do is click on it, It downloads that. It downloads everything that you see there, and then if you click on this promo card, there it is. It's there and it's ready to go. Look, I've done it twice. You can tell I tested it beforehand. So we've got our promo card there. We can use this on your Twitter, on your Instagram, on your Snapchats, on whatever the kids are using these days. It makes it super easy. So if I then wanted to come in here and promote this, I can come in and do, let's make a new post here. Let's grab one of these promo cards. And the cool thing is many of them are designed, as you can see here, you can format it so that it can just line up here. So if we just made it like that, we can line it up as a 1x1 square image, and there it just says new release DistroKid, and then you can throw that straight on your social media. So DistroKid make it super simple, not only to release your music, but then to start promoting your music. And they've got cool things like the Wheel of Playlist, they've got Vizzy video generator and some other video generators. A heap of cool tools there. DistroKid. Take a look down in the description. I don't know what word that was going to be. Take a look in the description. Use the link up the top there, and you will not be disappointed. Let's grab our next tune, shall we? This one's from Zharipari. They say, I made this a while ago, but just recently posted it. I make so many different genres. It's crazy, but I played and programmed everything in these. Well, that's cool. We like to see that. We like to see some folks putting in the hard yards, putting in the work. And if you caught the last show, I think we played a song by this artist, and I recognize it by the dog. Hey, puppy. So let's give this one a spin. This is Zharipari and Led Right on Your Music Live Extra Edition. Very cool. A little bit of, almost like Brit poppy, Arctic Monkeys, Fratellis kind of jamming on some chords there, some twangy guitars and some cool vocals. I dig it. I like it. Zharipari, which I'm almost definitely not pronouncing correctly, although I give it a crack. I learned in my customer service days, I learned one thing about names that might be difficult to pronounce, and that is have a go at them. Because people appreciate the effort. No one's ever really going to haul you over the coals for getting it wrong, but folks generally appreciate if you have a crack. And sometimes it can be funny, and then you can point and laugh at old man John's trying to pronounce names. It's always a good time. Speaking of a good time, let's grab another good track. This one is from JKOM, J-K-O, Triple M. Sorry, that's for my Australian viewers. There's a radio station here called Triple M, and they had this sting. Probably still have it now. I haven't listened to the radio in about 20 years. But back in the 80s and 90s, between songs, would be like, and here's the latest one from Bruce Springsteen. This is called Hungry for Love. Don't know what Springsteen. They'd go, Triple M. And then it would play the song. Anyway, they say, I made it as a main title for a game a friend created, but it doesn't fit. Made in FL Studio using sample packs for the guitars. Good old Fruity Loops. Let's take a listen to this one, shall we? It is called Random Rover Man on Your Music Live. definitely hear that as like a title for a game, like a beat 'em up kind of game where you're sitting there on the title screen and like choosing your players, Street Fighter 2 style. What was your Street Fighter 2 character, by the way? Who did you use? Was it Ryu? The Hadouken, that one? I don't know. I like that one. And Guile, like that marine dude with like the fade going on, like the blonde haired guy. Anyway, Street Fighter 2 for the win. Let's move on before Pete starts reminiscing about too many nostalgic video games and play this track from Bud the Fish. Cool artist names, by the way. Bud the Fish. He says, we're working on another track when the idea for this one hit, finished in 4 days. Just a fun synth jammy song using figure and way too many effects. Enjoy. Well, I think we're going to enjoy this one. Let's give it a spin. It is Bud the Fish with Overlord on Your Music Live. Some Bleece, we've got some Rough Rider 3 going on there, all sorts of very cool apps and effects in there, and Loopy Pro doing its thing. Love it. Bud the Fish there with a very, very cool track. I've never been a loop person. I struggle using loops and doing looping and whatnot, but I have the utmost respect for folks who can do it and do it well, like our friend Bud the Fish. We're going to move on. Thank you again for watching. If you're having fun and you're watching here live, a little thumbs up down below definitely helps. And please, if you're watching the live premiere, drop a note in the chat. I'm hopefully there if all goes to plan and I haven't fallen asleep, because we're going to premiere this one at a later time. And if you're watching on the replay, don't worry, we love you just as much. Feel free to leave a comment down below, and don't forget to follow all the artists that we're playing, because I do the hard work for you. I link all these tracks down below, including this next one from Gakhead. And Gakhead has chosen to use the very cool slaps.com, which is a platform from our sponsors DistroKid. They are very, very cool indeed. And they've shared this tune called The Mosquitoes Are Sleeping. And we're going to listen to it live on YML Extra. Read all about it.
In my head
dig it. Really simple. I like the nice sort of gritty bass in that one. Vocals, a really nice contrast to it. I like it. Yeah, I like some dynamics in a song. Too many songs don't have enough dynamics these days. So that was a very cool one. The mosquitoes? The mosquitoes. Doing well with my words today. I like the mosquitoes are sleeping from Gak Head. And the cool thing is, we'll do a quick promo here for slaps.com, because if you want to share your music, slaps.com is a really simple and easy way to do it. If you're a DistroKid member, you just use your DistroKid to sign in, but you can sign up for free if you're not a DistroKid member. And the cool thing is, it's a great music discovery engine. You jump in here, you find songs, you find artists like Gakhead. You can see there I hadn't followed them yet, so I was able to click follow, and then you can throw fire on a song and it pops up a little thing as you go there. You can save it, and sharing is as simple as hitting that one, copying the link, and then you can share it with me. So if you've got a song that you'd like to have played and you're like, how do I share it, Johns? Slaps.com. Really cool, really easy, really free way to share, and it doesn't have all the ads like certain clouds of sounds. So it makes life a lot easier for folks like me playing your music on a show like Your Music Live. Speaking of Your Music Live, we're going to play another song live here. This one is from probably one of my favorite names for an artist ever, which is Champion Bucket Rider. Yeah. Champion Bucket Rider they say you should write about what you know. I know this. When you are walking down the avenue with your child and you let your hand dangle down, this is what it sounds like when a young hand reaches up and holds yours. Aww. Sometimes songs take a long time to write. This one arrived fully formed, written and recorded in one sitting, all of it. So we're going to play this one from our friends Champion Bucket Rider, and it is called Hand in Hand. Your Music Live Extra Edition. A bit of a synth wavy style ballad, little Duran Duran style there with the synths going on there. Love the kind of arpeggiated synth, the do 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 do. That works really well, and then the vocals had really good processing on them. Not too loud, not too soft. Nice amount of dynamics in that one. Hand in Hand, Champion Bucket Rider on YML Extra Edition. Very, very cool stuff. We've got a handful of songs before we hit our halfway point, and just like on the real show, the genuine Your Music Live, not this imposter, this is a good show. And again, different folks are going to get to watch this because it's at a better time. But we'll have a toilet break. So we don't have our Play My Fire beat, but we have a toilet break, and we do have a very cool Under the Covers section here today as well. So hang around for those. And again, if you're having fun here, thumbs up, guns up. That's what we say. No one says that. Clayton Von Cluj is someone who hangs around in this community and creates some cool music. And he says, "Hi, Pete. in caps. This song is in the style of EDM. And what can I tell you about what was going on in my creative headspace for this progression was thusly, I didn't want another boring, mindless, brainless thump, thump, thump tune. So I sat down at the piano and played ideas until I felt a nice melody hit me. I think I accomplished this. You may be the judge, jury, and executioner. Shing! It's up to you. Peace, brother, man. All right, let's give this one a spin, shall we? Clayton Von Cluj with Event Horizon. KVK, bringing some cool vibes in that one for sure. Yeah, definitely not your standard thump, thump, thump stuff going on there. I liked it. I liked that little synth going on there. Some nice bass in there, some tasty, crispy sounds, and I dig it. I dig it a lot. Very cool stuff there from our friend Clayton Von Cluj. Thank you for sharing. Remember, Sharon is Karen, and Sharon is Karen. Hello to everyone watching here on the premiere, the live premiere here. I hope that in whatever part of the world you're in, if you don't normally get to watch YML, especially over these, what are the summer months in the Northern Hemisphere, you're going to get to watch this one, because I know our friends in Europe and our friends in the UK do struggle to get along to some of the live shows. So hopefully you can get along to this one. And shout out to my patrons who are watching the live recording of this. Yeah, you get to come back and watch it again. Speaking of folks who may get to watch this live, our friend Fico, the Croatian rocker, may actually be able to get to watch this live. He has a band called Problem Child, and he has a track here where he says the title says it all, and it's called American Muscle, and we're going to spin it live here on Your Music Live Extra Edition. American muscle, but not too far because gas is really pricey. It'd be funny if that song gets halfway through and then it just goes. It's like, sorry, we ran out of money. We can't fuel our American muscle anymore. Oh, anyway, sorry for the social commentary there. I must say, fuel prices are starting to go down again. I only paid a $1.70 per litre to fill up my car the other day. No wonder I don't drive very many places. Anyway, Problem Child there with a rocker, an old school 70s, 80s rock and jam there, and American muscle. Very cool stuff there. Thank you for sharing that one. Next up, we have El Maj, who says, recorded the day before my brother's birthday party. I made this song as part of a dance-themed album on Barnlub. And I don't make music on Barnlub, but I do distribute. What happened to my pals? Dance and Barnlub. Dance and Barnlub? No, I do say dance sometimes. We're weird here in South Australia. We say, we vary it up. Sometimes it's dance, sometimes it's dance. I could have danced all night. Yeah. All right, let's give this one a spin, shall we? So that I can stop talking. Elmaj, Amaj, E-I? I always say that as an L. Amaj? Is it Jamie backwards? I see what you did there. And this one's called Luz Brillante, Bright Light on Your Music Live. Kicking along there, right? Yeah, definitely the kick sticking out in that one. Look, I don't mind that, but there's so many cool ambient things going on in there that, yeah, I don't know if maybe a couple of dB down would have made that even better, but definitely some cool stuff. Definitely feel the beat and feel the groove in that one. Good stuff there from Image or Elma. I'm saying it different every time now. Image, and a nice dance track there. All right, save us, Steve Tosh, because I'm going off on weird tangents now. And the dog just left. That was me being distracted there. Basil, the Studio Live Today dog, decided that he had had enough. It probably wasn't anything to do with the track I played there. I'm sure he just was probably hungry. Let's play this one, shall we? This is called Woman's Fear, and it says, this was written in the mid-'80s. Yes, I'm getting old. With the lyrics written by a female friend at the time, recorded using GarageBand for iPad, added some cowbell to it because it's good enough for Blue Oyster Cult. It's good enough for me. Love it. More cowbell. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? Steve Tosh and Woman's Fear on Your Music Live.
Out walking alone on a Friday night. This man comes up and says, have you got a light? She says to walk more quickly, follows close behind. thoughts of her going through her mind. Dirty hand upon her mouth, she dragged him to a doorway. He said that he would kill if she tried to get away. She tried to struggle, but then she froze. He started touching her and tearing off her clothes. She screamed as loud as she could, but nobody did hear. Her life would now be ruined because of woman's fear. She was found a while later, lying, bleeding and bruised, trying to forget the fact her body was abused. She can't stop the bad dreams that she's having through the night. Her husband holds her close and tries to make things right. She screamed as loud as she could, but nobody did hear. Her life would now be ruined because of woman's fear.
Half a guitar solo here in Your Music Live Extra. If you don't know why that's funny, we don't often play guitar solos on Your Music Live because normally they're about 2 minutes into a song, and the whole premise of this show is that we give you a snapshot, a taste, 1 to 2 minutes of each song. And by the way, all the songs we played here, including that absolute jam from Steve Tosh, down in the description. And very cool collaboration there. Obviously a very serious topic, and I'm not a woman, and but I know that when I speak to my female friends, like, it's a different thing, isn't it? It's a different thing when you're out walking and some creepy dudes like stalking behind. You're like, what's up here? And it's just something that I've never had to deal with. But I'm very conscious. So I'm the dude that crosses the road to be on the other side, so that you don't see a weird dude in a fishing hat and go, oh no, what's this? What's he up to? So, good, really good song though. Good topic, good song, rockin' stuff. I dig it. Let's move on to our next song. We've got a few more songs before our toilet break, our patented toilet break. And we've got Aaron Bradler and a track here from our friend Aaron Bradler, who says, a song from my EP, Sugar Spun Fun. Delicious. Recorded in GarageBand iOS using MIDI instruments and guitar with an iRig, written about when the lockdown was lifted and being restless and wanting to do something again out in the world. Yeah, because that pesky P word is over now, isn't it? Pause. Beep. All right, let's play this one from Aaron Bradler. It's called simply Get Out on YML Extra.
Got an itch. It's been out of got an itch. You can scratch it till it bleeds. Let's do something. No more waiting. Let's do something. No more waiting. Got an itch. It's been out of reach. Got an itch. You can scratch it till it bleeds. Let's do something. No more waiting. Let's do something. No more waiting. Let's go walk downtown. Let's go see what's going on. Let's go walk downtown. Let's go see what's going on. Let's go walk downtown.
What a jam. I love Aaron's voice. Works really well in that track. And I like, again, the little counter guitar melody. Work really well with that song. And I think it's a topic that many folks can relate to. And I know that, yeah, different parts of the world, there's different things going on still to this very day. But we're getting there. Beep. There's a new variant. Sorry. No. Yeah, thank you, Aaron, for sharing that one. I dig it. Didn't mean to rain on your parade. It is a good thing and a good song. So it's Sugar Spun Fun. What a cool name for an album, by the way, just quietly. Sugar Spun Fun. Alrighty, we've got 2 more tunes to play here, and then we are going to take a little toilet break and play a tune while we have a break, and then come back with a big second half here today. We've got some fantabulous contributions to our Under the Covers segment, where we got some cover songs we're going to play. We got some really rockin' originals as well in the second half. So don't nobody go nowhere. If you're having fun, hit the thumbs up button if you want to submit your own song for a future show. Link down in the description. And of course, you can check out our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. If you're an independent artist, you want to release your music all around the world. And the cool thing about DistroKid is it doesn't matter if you're in Australia or the UK or Europe or Venezuela or the United States, pretty much everywhere in the world, you can actually sign up for DistroKid and distribute your music and get paid royalties for it. Because you know what? If people are streaming your music, yeah, I get it. You're not going to make a fortune. People go in and they're like, oh, I'll just get 1,000 streams and then I'll quit my day job. It's like, unless you can add 3, 4, maybe 5 zeros to that 1,000 streams, probably not. But you know what? If someone's getting paid, why aren't you getting a chunk of that change? Why not? If you can pay back your yearly subscription, hey, you break it even and you get your music out there to all the cool platforms. So I say it worthwhile. Let's grab this next tune. It is from Creds, and Creds says this song is a follow up to my song Omi, which was produced by Qvile. I did an extended version of the outro of the track where I used a piano and sang. Hope you like it. Well, we're going to give it a spin here on Your Music Live.
I'm not perfect, I never admit that I was. I'm not perfect, I never admit I was. So I will try my best to get through everything that has made you upset. You never cared about me though. Never cared about me though. Always knew music this and new music that, where I never had the chance to focus anything that I was focused on.
I like it. Very simple, very quiet, very meaningful stuff there. Probably try and get yourself a little bit back off the mic. Don't know if the recording, like maybe with a headset mic or something, but just some of those popping P's were a little distracting, and maybe just turn the volume down on the vocal a little bit, but so you can hear that piano and the backing track. But yeah, I like it. I like it. It sounds like it might be a different kind of style and something that you haven't done much before. So that's cool. Kudos. Like, try new things. That's what music's all about. It's about having fun. It's about exploring and trying new things. So good stuff. Good stuff there. Thank you for sharing. One more tune. This is Sticks for Guns. Our old mate Richard, aka Sticks for Guns. He says, this piece is built around an intro I did to another tune. A friend suggested I built on this. This is the end product. So Richard, our friend Sticks for Guns, always creates very cool soundscapes and very nice looking videos. So I'm sure this is no exception. This one's called I Was There to See It. Sticks for Guns, our ultimate song for the first half here on Your Music Live. for Guns, delivering as per usual with some awesome quality there, with a great little soundscape and very cool video. I just love the imagery that Richard chooses in his videos. Is always super cool. And hopefully Richard can catch this one live. Hopefully you're here in the live premiere chat. And if you are, hello. Gets a bit meta, doesn't it, when we do this sort of thing? And if Richard's not here, sorry. But Sticks for Guns there to finish us off here for the first half. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Once again, if you are, the thumbs up button is just down below. It does help us out. It tells the YouTube robots to go over and tell the other YouTube robots that folks should come over here and join in the fun. And we've got another probably an hour-ish after the toilet break of cool music to come here on Your Music Live Extra Edition. So I hope you're enjoying it. We are going to play a track here. Now, back when we first started doing Your Music Live and we first started doing the toilet break, it was kind of just like an honor that I would give most of the time to Jade Star, to one of her projects or something that she worked on, because she helps many members of this community. She masters songs, she collaborates on songs, including some of my tunes, and she creates her own music with about 17 different band names. And this just happens to be one of them. This is one of my favorite projects of Jay's called Utensils. And this is a track from, I believe, last year or maybe early this year. It is called Impending Doom, and we're going to spin it live here for our toilet break here. We'll be back in a few minutes with a big second half here on YML Extra. We'll see you then. The always epic Jade Star and her Utensils project there with a very, very cool tune. Check that one out and all of the other songs that we're playing here on the show today down in the description. And yeah, that one was from October of 2021. So going back a little way there, but a very cool tune, and I thought it would make a great toilet break for this YML Extra edition. Read all about it. Let's crack on with the second half, and we've got our Under the Covers. We've got 4 very cool covers to play for you here today, starting with this one from our friend Jonathan Linton, who says, a live cover of Rooster from my favourite band, Alice in Chains. I'm singing and playing guitar. My friend Mike McLaughlin is playing lead with a bass and drum backing track. Yeah. Any Alice in Chains fans amongst us? I dig myself some Alice in Chains in a big bad way. I love anything 90s, anything kind of Seattle scene. So I'm looking forward to hearing this one here. Jonathan Linton, Mike and Jonathan, and their cover of Rooster here to kick off our Under the Covers segment on Your Music Live Extra edition.
Tall machine gun man, they spit on me in my homeland. Oh yeah, send me pictures of my boy. Got my bills, guess we'll see Joe. My body's breathing his dying breath. Oh God, please, won't you help me make it through? Anything come to stop the rooster.
Rendition there of the Alice in Chains classic Rooster, and you can really feel the live energy. It doesn't surprise me that that was recorded live, because there's lots of live energy behind that one there from Jonathan Linton and his friend Mike McLaughlin on that one. Very cool stuff. Excuse me. Choking on my own words here. That's how you know we're live to tape. No editing, no cutting. Why? Because John's the lazy sod. All right, let's continue on with our Under the Covers segment. This is our friend Michael Thompson, and he's got a cover here of Tomorrow Never Knows. He says, always great hearing so much talent in the community. Here's a cover song for you this time. The Beatles, Tomorrow Never Knows. Again, I play all the instruments and vocals. The song has 68 tracks used in it for all the background noises. Thanks from Michael. 68 tracks. I use 6 or 8 tracks on most of my songs. No, 68. All right, Tomorrow Never Knows. Michael Thompson here on Your Music Live.
Turn off your mind, relax and float downstream. It is not dying. It is not dying. Let down your thoughts, surrender to the force.
produced. Definitely making the most of those 68 tracks in there for sure. Good work there, Mike Thompson. Great cover version of a very cool, trippy, psychedelic jam there. I dig it a lot. Well done. Good. Quite a project. Something biting off a lot more than I would ever bite off and try to chew. All right, let's grab another song here while we're doing some covers. And this is another artist who may in fact be able to join us here live, who doesn't usually get to catch the live shows because of timing over there in the UK. And that's Orchestra Eclipse, who says, "Hi Pete, glad you and the community liked my last submission where I tried some new techniques with virtual vocals. I've done something similar again, this time covering the popular Halo theme. Where my gamers at?" Yeah, no, not me. I play one game. I play like NHL hockey on PlayStation. That's about it because I'm a big NHL fan. But I left my gaming behind about 10 years ago. But coincidentally or not coincidentally when I started this channel. So I don't do a whole lot of gaming. So I probably played Halo once in my life because I'm also a PlayStation guy, not an Xbox guy. Anyway, that's all irrelevant because we're going to play this one here. This is the Halo theme from Orchestra Eclipse. The Halo main theme orchestral cover. Some nice little spot with the strings coming in. When you're using MIDI and you're trying to create like some nice arrangements and getting the dynamics in there, it can be quite tricky because it can be a little bit static, can't it? So being able to get that. And as someone who doesn't know the original, I could not compare it to anything because again, not the biggest gamer in the world and not young and or cool. Wait, Halo's an old game, isn't it? Okay, maybe I am cool, but definitely not young. I'm gonna play something. This is gonna be a strange one. I got this submission and I'm like, oh, do I play this? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna. So, this is this 10-year-old Brock who says, home recording options were limited in the 1980s. I had no knowledge of 4-track recorders. I thus began making multi-track recordings by using a boombox with 2 cassette tape decks. This is the second song I ever recorded. It comes through despite the terrible audio fidelity. It's because the Stones wrote a good one. And I think I just wanted to play this for nostalgia because who hasn't done that? Hands up in the chat who did this, where you multi-tracked. You didn't have a 4-track, but you got 2 boom boxes. You faced them off against each other. You'd record, then you'd play back on one tape while you play and record on the other tape. And then you'd play back that tape while you play and record on the other tape. You'd bounce it. And by the time you got to about the 4th or 5th bounce, the audio quality would be barely hearable. But you thought it was great. And it was a cool way to like be your own band in your own recording studio. So let's take a look at this one. This is Paint It Black, Rolling Stones cover, 10-year-old Brock. How cool is it? Yeah, did that take you back? That took me all the way back to those early days of trying to record things. Good job. Kudos to you. Kudos to you from the past putting that together because it was hard to do. We didn't have what we have now. Like it's ridiculous these days that folks grab their iPhone and you got more power in this phone than any of us had in the 80s or the 90s on our 4 tracks or 8 tracks. Even the 16-track digital, like folks that recorded on the old Zoom 8 tracks and 16 tracks. Yeah, we just didn't have any of what we have now. And now you can plug your guitar and your microphone into your iPhone and record, 16-track multi-channel. Oh, it's ridiculous. Anyway, we live in the future, folks. Right, let's move on. So thank you for the cover submissions. We've had some good time under the covers with Pete there. We're going to crack into our second half here, and we've got a shortened second half here, so we've probably got about a 10 songs to go here. We'll count down those songs, and we're going to start with this one from Boonsboro Beach Boy, who says, I recorded this on BandLab with my collab partner who lives in Scotland. Well, hopefully you and your collab partner will be able to be here live in the chat. Give us a shout, wave if you are here on the live premiere. But this is called Sweater, and it's Boonsboro Beach Boy, produced by Bloom on Your Music Live. Auto-tune right there, Boonsboro Beach Boy there. Not like the real Beach Boys. I don't think the real Beach Boys ever used much auto-tune. Very cool stuff there. Look, some folks love auto-tune, some folks hate auto-tune. I sit somewhere in the middle. I'm like, you know what? If it's a style choice and it works for the song, go with it. Do your thing. So yeah, nicely done. Sweater, unlike the Weezer song. That's the Sweater I'm familiar with. I could never wear that sweater. No, that's a different one. That's a song by Eskimo Joe, an Australian band. Oh, we're getting off track, aren't we? You know that we're in the second hour when Pete starts going a bit weird. Let's play this next tune, shall we, before I keep talking. And that is Zharipari, who says, a good friend of mine produced this song from scratch with his guitar in FL Studio, Fruity Loops Studio. I was there the night he made this beat. Cool. All right, so we're going to play this one, Zharipari, Apparition, here on Your Music Live.
Wishing I could take it back, but life don't edit. It was at a bad time, urging on the edges. I was missing out on you while you was disconnected. I know it's been forever since you saw me being reckless, yeah. But the last time I took advantage, not gonna lie, I fucked up, I do regret it. And you drove out my life, then you vanished. It's getting too cold at night to feel abandoned, yeah. We was both high, different type of night. We was getting right, White House. We was friction hailing up into the sky. The moon is showing light, what a vibe. Energy was nice, got me feeling right. Conversations with her on my side. Really hated the way that my mind was really running. Shit was getting wild, going dumb with the substance. Didn't even try showing out with any of it. Verbally abused, I blame myself from plenty of it. Shorty was something else, I was surprised that she was my reflection. I was searching for greatness and it was like she was sent from heaven. If I could take it back, ask the person that I am now to be a blessing.
Some kicking 808 there, like the hats in that one. Love when you hear a guitar loop in a song like that. Look, it's not my genre. I'm in no way qualified to really comment on the genre because it's not something I listen to a lot. But I love it when some real originality is injected to it. So many folks just grab a sample here and a synth here and an 808 here. when you've got a unique voice in there and you've also got some nice guitar samples in there as well, just something different. Just bring some difference to it. And it also helps you. You're not going to get copyright claims and things because too many, again, a lot of folks are using very similar beats, and that's causing problems all around the place on YouTube and other places because everything's sounding kind of the same. You need some originality. Make it different. Make it your own. Own it. So that was good stuff. Well done there. We're going to grab our next track here. This is over on the Cloud of Sounds. And this is a Mr. Ian Cooper who says, the music created for Moon is an inner imagination of a world on the moon, using my own imagination to create a landscape of ambient, psychedelic, lush sounds. I like it. It sounds, reminds me of the Delicate Giants, Earthworks, Moonworks. Yeah, maybe it might be along those lines. Let's take a listen to this one. This is Ian and Moon on Your Music Live. That's one I got to go back and listen to. 10 and a half minutes. This is not really Your Music Live compatible because we play 1 to 2 minutes, but definitely something that I want to go. I'll throw that on my ambient playlist and go back and listen at another time. And I mentioned the Indigo Sunsets. No, I didn't. I mentioned the Delicate Giants and our mate Russ 8889, who just appear inside. I did mention at the start of the show, we've got our Patreon friends here, members of the Studio Live Today Patreon here live, and Russ is here and he says, yeah, he digs it. So there you go. It is Russ approved. Good job. Let's grab our next tune, shall we? This one is from is an artist. This is the second half of this show is going to be super eclectic because we've got artists from all over the world and artists from all genres in this second half. And this is an artist we've played a couple of times recently. Apparently, I got the name pronounced correctly. It is Gayatri Gawad Gahane and from India. And they say this is one of the famous ghazals penned by Ghalib. It was recorded during the worldwide lockdown due to the C word. This ghazal speaks volume about the feelings one has when he or she has fallen in love with someone. Beautiful stuff. So let's give this one a spin here on Your Music Live Extra Edition. Mesmerizing stuff there. I love that instrument. I've forgotten the name of it. Someone will throw it in the chat here, I'm sure, on the live premiere, or I'll have to go look it up. But yeah, just very cool. It's like a harpsichord. No, what is it? Like I don't know. But yeah, love me some Indian instruments and some just again the microtonal singing. So we're so limited with like the 12 note scale that we use here, and then when you hear something like that, just opens your brain up, doesn't it, to next level stuff. So thank you again for contributing to the show here on Your Music Live Extra Edition. Gonna play this one here from DS Terry. This one gave me a chuckle listening through the week. DS Terry says, inspired by a mug a friend gave me. My advice is to just record and get it out there, and the easiest way is DistroKid. Well, I can't argue with that now, can I? Because DistroKid are our wonderful sponsors here. Let's give this one a spin. DS Terry, it may look like I'm listening to you, but in my head I'm really playing guitar. Something else we can all relate to. On Your Music Live Extra Edition.
I may look like I'm listening to you, but in my head I'm really playing guitar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kids getting shot in the States, putting blood on their face, lying still just to survive. I'm just losing faith.
Experimental would be an understatement, but I like it. I don't know, there's something about it. I've listened to it a couple of times now, and I was like, it's so chaotic. I'm playing it. DS Terry, and it may look like I'm listening to you, but in my head I'm really playing guitar. What does it remind me of? Like, there was a track, I can't remember, but it was just like, and then it just stopped, and then it's just like, it's kind of like sort of beat poetry in between, and then just goes haywire again. There you go. I like it. I like it indeed from DS Cherry. Let's move on, shall we, to our next track. This one is from Codain Beets, and they say it's an instrumental. However, the ambient eeriness of the beat represents my childhood without a father. Again, a very, very important topic, and music does help us, doesn't it? It helps when you're trying to process thoughts and you're trying to express things. Music can definitely be a helping hand with that. This one is called Toxicity from Codain here on Your Music Live. and dirty kind of vibe to that. Definitely very mysterious. Not sure what's going on with the lady on the screen there. But yeah, I like it. Very sort of, in that minor feel, the minor scale, the real sort of brooding, creating anxiety. So yeah, I like the description because I could definitely feel that of just like that sort of slight anger and anxiousness about it. I like it. Very cool stuff indeed. We do have some more songs to go here. We have, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no word for the sixth to last song, but there is a word for this artist, and it's Michael, aka Zeeland Band. And this is a song from Michael called Meditation in Vitro. It's shared over here on slaps.com. Don't forget, slaps.com is an amazing place to share your music. You can do it for free, and it's brought to you by DistroKid, who are our wonderful sponsors. About this one, Michael says, Meditation in Vitro, an introspective soundscape, currently in Copenhagen, dodging bicycles. Well, that just shows us why we needed this YML Extra to catch up, because Michael is well and truly home now. But this one was submitted back when Michael was in Copenhagen and dodging bikes. It is called Meditation in Vitro on Your Music Live. Serenity going on there in that one from Michael, aka Zeeland Band. Always something different from Michael. No two songs are not on fire. Sorry, that's a strong, bad email reference that about -4 people would actually understand. We must be coming towards the end because John's is starting to go off a weird tangent. So let's crack on and play this one from Omar Nay, who says, my first single, Mermaid Waters, was recorded in early July 2017, primarily using an iRig 2 guitar interface into GarageBand iOS on my iPad Air 2. Very familiar setup. That's what I started using when I was kicking off. This song is a ballad love song inspired by the 1984 film Splash, as well as my own personal experience similar to the film. We've got a bit of an 80s movie vibe going on here. We had that Wall Street track earlier, and now this one's about Splash. It's called Mermaid Waters from Omar Nay on Your Music Live Extra Edition.
Sometimes it gets so hard to see, far past horizons haunting me. One night took my chance at sea.
stuff there. Man, like, I love the concept of that, of writing a song about a movie, about a mermaid. Is that the whole premise? Did Daryl Hannah only like Tom Hanks in that because he was big? All right, and pause for editing, and we'll move on with the show. All right, who in their right mind would write a song all about a 1980s movie? Yeah, Time McFlyers. I wrote a song about Back to the Future, my favorite movie from that period, from the 80s. Let's we'll move on. But great job, Omar Nay. Yeah, really cool. I like it. I like the ballad, and you know what? The Splash fans out there, I'm sure, would really dig it, and hopefully the copyright and content ID claims for the footage don't do anything wrong to the stream. I assume since you've put it on YouTube, it'll be okay. But if all you saw was blackness or blurriness for the last 2 minutes, it was because we had some clips of the movie Splash there. Let's move on to our fourth to last song. This one's from Ryan Rogers, and it says, "Hi Pete, this is an old-fashioned rock song. It's a story of a lawman chasing a murderer who is racing to the county line and freedom. The catch is that the victim of the murder was the lawman's brother." Gasp! He actually wrote gasp. There you go. There's the actual gasp. So spoiler alert, we know the outcome here, but we're going to play this one here. Ryan Rogers and Polk County Line on Your Music Live Extra Edition.
I have sinned against you, my Lord.
Shot to the body, and Rico was gone. Rico had his ruby red knife, but caught the boy, he had a gun. Rico came into the town with a lover, Court could not let it slide. Now he's looking for sanctuary at the Polk County line. The shelter of the Polk County line. He's gonna run for the shelter of the Polk County line. Polk County line. No person walks in the jail heat. Polk County line. He got some friends in Polk City. Polk County line. And he's gotta keep driving.
Love it. Rockin' country southern vibes there. Polk County Line. Ryan Rogers here on YML Extra. Very cool tune. Definitely just old school, straight up rock and roll, which we dig in a big bad way around here. Thank you for sharing it. If you'd like to share a song here on Your Music Live on a future show, do use the link down in the description, studiolivetoday.com/YML. And if you want to tune in to the show, we do it very regularly. It's Sunday. In the US, if you are tuning in, it is 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. on the East Coast, and 1 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time if you're up late in London or in UK or Europe and surrounding areas, and of course 10 a.m. on a Monday morning on the East Coast of Australia. So do tune in for the live shows. Let's grab our anti-penultimate song, and as we know, anti-penultimate just means third to last, but I'm a fancy man and I like to use fancy words. So we're going to play this one here. It's from John W. Adams. He says, decided the world needs another reflective country ballad. Just joking. I don't care. But I wrote one anyway. Getting back to my Texas roots. Not the fellow Texas Pantera, Eric Johnson or Roy Orbison parts, though. This one is straight at George Strait and Willie Nelson. And it is called Can't Rub Dirt on a Broken Heart. John W. Adams. Your Music Live Extra.
I grew up when times were good, but sometimes they were bad. I got advice the best I could from the man they call my dad. We played catch or watch TV. The best times never last, but in the past wiped the tears from off my cheek before I even cried. But he sat down and spun around to look me in the eye. Not much to say when he went away, but almost when he'd gone, he said, son, you can't rub dirt on a broken heart. No need to try, don't even start. Can't walk it off, let it slide. Gotta get back on for another ride. You gotta suck it up, buttercup. The tough get going when the going gets tough. Some work hard and some work smart, but you can't rub dirt on a broken heart.
I like it. I don't think I've ever heard a song use a lyrical line, suck it up, buttercup, but I dig it. I like it. Can't rub dirt on a broken heart. It's true. You can't. Don't go rubbing it in. Don't go breaking my heart. Don't go rubbing dirt in it. Neither. Very cool stuff there from our friend John W. Adams. And we got just 2 songs to go. You know what that means. It is time for the penultimate track here. And we're gonna play some Autism Rocks. Yeah, the positive autism. This is from Danny and Micah. So get those jazz hands in the air if you're watching here on the live premiere. They say, an original song, It's Been a While, Uncautiously Optimistic, is about the struggle of dropping your chicken nuggets on the floor when you are hungry. Our other favourite Australian, Shane from In the Blues, is our special guest on lead guitar. Very cool. There you go. Got an Australian, got an Aussie connection. Let's give it an Aussie, oi, 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 and play this tune. This is Uncautiously Optimistic Chicken Nugget Blues from the Positive Autism Rocks.
My chicken nugget on the floor. Ding dang nugget dropped on the floor. Slipped right out of my hand on the skanky, dirty floor. Flippin', flappin', purse snatchin', ding dang, what for? Waste not, what not? Pick it up, brush it off. That's what the 10-second rule is for. Is that a hair there on the nugget? Must be mine. Is that color a little off? Must be the lighting. What's that weird crunch? Must have cooked it a little too long. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dang! Summoner. Close enough.
Outstanding stuff there. So good I even had to play a little bit of the guitar solo in there. Do go and check out the complete song down in the description, because like every other tune that we play here on the show, you can enjoy it in its entirety down in the description. We give you the little taste. We give you the popcorn chicken, but if you want the whole McNugget, you got to go down into the description and follow the artists that we play here on Your Music Live Extra Edition. Hey, thanks. You're looking good today, and you look like you're in a good mood. So thanks for hanging out with us. If you've been here for the whole show, I do appreciate you. If you've dropped in or dropped out or been around, thanks for being here. You get the thumbs up button down below. That will just tell me and all the YouTube robots that you had yourself a good time tonight, because the rock and roll music's going to play all night. Rhyming night with night. That's what we did back in the day. We're going to play our ultimate song here, but I do want to say thank you to everyone for being here. Thank you to our wonderful sponsors, the DistroKid. If you've got music you want to release to all the platforms, to the Spotifys, the Apple Musics, the Deezers, the Tidals, the Amazons, all of the places, DistroKid got you covered. You can save yourself 7% off. I didn't mention that up front, but 7% discount on your first year, any DistroKid plan. Use the link. Everybody has a good time. We're going to finish off with a track here from Howling Fret Fumbler. They say this track was inspired by heroes who delved into the weird world of nature and a love of trance dance, or trance dance, whichever way you want to look at it. Let's give this one a spin. It is called Suspended in a Sunbeam. It is our ultimate song, and we're going to finish with this one here on Your Music Live Extra Edition. Thanks for being here, folks. I'll see you real soon.
Out of the very heart of this intellectual whirlwind came Al-Khwarizmi, inspiring a new form of mathematical thinking that today we call algebra.
Well, in my left hand I have a feather, in my right hand a hammer. And I guess one of the reasons we got here today was because of a gentleman named Galileo a long time ago who made a rather significant discovery about falling objects in gravity fields. And I'll drop the two of them here and hopefully they'll hit the ground at the same time. How about that?
The equation E is equal mc squared, in which energy is third equal to mass multiplied with the square of the velocity of light, showed that very small amount of mass may be converted into a very large amount of energy.
Howling Fret Fumbler with a very cool track there to finish us off here on YML Extra. Thanks again for being here, everybody. I will see you next time. Do jump down into the description. There's links there to all the shows we have here on Studio Live today. And until next time, please be kind to yourself, be kind to others, keep creating, and we'll see you real soon on Your Music Live.